The Sim World Racing Network presents the All-American Racing.
Good evening, race fans, and welcome to Madison, home of the Gateway Raceway, otherwise known as Worldwide Technology Raceway. My name is Nathan Christensen, voice of the Sim World Racing Network and the All-American Racing League Cup Series. This is race number 15 of the 2024 Cup Series season. Glad you could be along from us. The Gateway to the West 150, like I said, here from Worldwide Technology Raceway, as practice is just wrapping up on track, and we will get set for some qualifying here shortly. About 2.5 minutes to go in practice, and we will get set to bring you live flag-to-flag coverage of the Gateway to the West 150 live on the Sim World Racing Network. Thanks for those tuning in. Glad you could be a part of our broadcast this evening. Looks like we have about 13 cars signed in to compete tonight. Unfortunately, 7 drivers unable to make it tonight. They will be using provisionals here tonight to get some points in this one. So 13 drivers registered so far. We have 7 using provisionals. That includes Curtis Sabaran, Alan Bledsoe, Kelly Thomas, Ken Pack, Riley Hoots, Larry Garnes, and Brendan Mathia, all using provisionals tonight. So a little bit of a smaller field for you tonight. As you can see there on the left-hand side of your screen, quick time so far in practice belongs to the 01 Kyle Purcell car with a 34.701. Right behind him, Dave Lerfona with a 34.853. Dave Hara, 34.961. Cam Harris, 35.045. And Chad Snyder with a 35.062 round out the top 5. So not a bad split, only about 3.5 tenths of a second between first and fifth there on the leaderboard here in practice. But the money laps are coming up as we get set in about a minute or so to go on track for qualifying, and we will look forward to that. 86 degrees Fahrenheit the weather, clear, 7-mile-an-hour gust, 29% humidity is what we have in store for the drivers here tonight. There you see the cars all lined up on pit road getting ready for qualifying. A few cars still out on track taking laps. It looks like it's the number 38. Oh, so that was the 5. The number 5 of Mike Boone. That is the 75 of James Nelson. There, coming down the front straight. That appears to be the 1 of Tommy Osborne, back after missing last week's 600-mile event. Tyrone Yo in the Gettysburg Harley-Davidson machine out there on track, also turning some more practice laps. Like I said, Michael Boone in his Dallas Stars number 5 machine. And then James Nelson driving the auto-serve number 75 Ford Mustang. Works his way down the front straightaway. As the final checkered flag waves on practice, we get set to go for qualifying. We'll bring up the times. Best times will appear on the left-hand side in order of fastest to slowest. As the cars get set to go here, we see James Nelson rolling off of pit road to start his qualifying lap. You'll notice that there is an entry, a pit road entry and a pit road exit lane here at the Gateway Speedway. Sorry, Worldwide Technology Raceway, aka Gateway. As you will see them have to use both the pit entry road and the pit exit road, both under green, and caution for every pit stop they will be making tonight. As I said, there is James Nelson driving that number 75 auto serve Ford Mustang. Works his way out of turn number 4, and he will get the green flag for his first of 2 qualifying laps here from Gateway. This is way down into corner number 1. Through that corner, also out track, we have the 0-1 of Kyle Purcell as he makes his way down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. Definitely a unique racetrack is Worldwide Technology Raceway. Definitely 2 different distinct corner shapes. You can see there on the right-hand side of your screen. Going through turns 3 and 4 is Kyle as he comes out of turn 4 down the front straightaway to complete his first lap. Crosses the line. And he will set the bar for the field with a 34.560. James Nelson with a 34.854 right behind him. Mike Kurdzilak jumps up to 3rd in his number 41 butt kicker Ford. He is out there also. Dave LaFondo III up to 2nd spot in the board, 34.847 that time for Dave. We also have Travis Rodriguez completing laps as he has made some substantial contact with the outside wall on lap number 2. There's the 38 Night Owl So's machine, the 38 of Greg Barnett as he works down the back straightaway. Michael Boone again in his Dallas Stars number 5. We got Chad Snyder driving the Rebellion Graphics 26 tonight out on track in that Toyota Camry, working himself off at turn number 4 to come get the green flag for lap 1 of 2 for him out on the speedway. Gregory Robbins driving the HuckGear.com number 3 Chevrolet Camaro. He also works his way off of turn 4. This is to complete his first lap, see if he can put a time on the board. He does 7 quick for Greg Robinson. Cam Harris also out on track as he completes his first number lap driving the Mobil 1 number 27 Toyota Camry. Across the line for Harris. He goes 5th quick with a 34.857 as Cam Harris now will work on his second lap as we keep an eye on Gregory Robinson there in the HuckGear.com number 3 as he works his way off of turn number 4 for his second lap. See what he can do as he can better his current 10th starting spot. Across the line he goes. Unable to improve on his first lap's time. We got Cam Harris here completing his second lap. See if he can move up. He's currently in 5th. No improvement for Harris. Chad Snyder works his way through turns 3 and 4 as he is currently sitting in 6th with 3.4954. Across the line he goes. See if he can make any movement on the board. No movement there for Barnett. One of the last cars to go there you see on track, the number 15 Gaber Tube Elite entry driven by Dave Hara on track, completing his first lap as he works his way out of turn number 4. Down across the line, first lap Dave Hara goes 3rd quick on the board, 34.781. 34.781 for Dave Hara. Works his way through turns 1 and 2. We'll see him go down the long back straightaway. His track is 1.25 miles long, so a little bit longer than New Hampshire, a little bit shorter than Nashville Superspeedway, but still unique in all its elements. Very similar kind of corner shape-wise, I'd say. Not just the configuration of the corners. One larger set, one smaller set as Darlington from a couple weeks back. As Dave crosses the line, and he will complete his lap, unable to improve his position any, so he will start in 3rd spot. A couple cars sitting on pit road who look like they will grid at the back of the field here with about 10 seconds to go in qualifying. Tyrone Yo and Tom Osborne have not taken time yet, and looks like they will start in the rear tonight. So as qualifying wraps up, checker flag drops, we are getting set to go for tonight's 150 lap feature event from Worldwide Technology Raceway. As the cars start to grid themselves on the front straightaway, we will be shortly underway here from WWT Raceway as we get set to go. Like I mentioned, 150 laps will be the distance in tonight's Gateway to the West 150 And should be a great show. We had a truck race here on Sunday evening. If you tuned in for that one, Dave and Dave on the call of that one. Great race. Very minimal cautions in that one for the truck field, so it was a good race out there. And we hopefully will see the same. As I mentioned, 13 cars in the field tonight for this one, so a little bit of a smaller field. Hopefully that that'll help keep the racing a little cleaner. And just hearing from some of these drivers pre-race before we got underway after last night's practice, it drives very similar to a road course. Obviously, two definitely distinct different corners, as can be seen, and then a lot of gear shifting happening. Some guys dropping all the way down to gear number 3, third gear, and other guys running in 4th, 5th. So a lot of gear changes. Very, like I said, very similar to a road course. So we'll see how that plays out and who's able to keep on top of all the shifting that will go on here tonight. So back to last week, we had 3 stages. Tonight we will have 2 stages tonight. So the stages will be completion of lap 35 as well as the completion of lap 75. Sorry, 30 and 75. So you see the lineup on your screen now. Kyle Purcell and Dave Lafrano from row 1. Dave Hara, James Nelson row 2. Mike Kurdzielak and Cameron Harris will go from row 3. Row 4 will see the number 26 of Chad Snyder and the 38 of Greg Barnett. Travis Rodriguez and Michael Boone roll off from row number 5. Gregory Robinson, Tommy Osborne from row number 6. And going off in the back of this one in his number 2 Gettysburg, Pennsylvania tribute car, sponsored by Gettysburg and Harley Davidson, will be Tyrone Yo in that number 2 machine from 13th. So the field rolls down the back straightaway here behind the caution truck. We get set to go this time out of turn number 4. We'll look for the green flag, and it'll be on for 150 laps around Worldwide Technology Raceway. Cars roll through the middle of 3 and 4. They'll roll into the Geico restart zone. Green flag is out, and we are racing from Wild World Technology Raceway. Down into turn number 1. Looks like Kyle Purcell will get the jump on the inside over Dave Lafrano, as 2x2, side by side through turns 2 is the 75 and the 15. Down the back straightaway they come. Still Kyle Purcell leading the way over Dave Lafrano, Dave Hara, and James Nelson now sorts itself out into the top 5. Work our way through turns 3 and 4, back down the front straightaway, complete lap number 1. Single file down the back straightaway. They work their way down through turns 3 and 4, the wider end of the speedway. Still Purcell over Lafrano. Hara, Nelson, Kurdzielak up into that 5th spot after the start. Field works their way down the back straightaway. That battle on position on track there. Looks like a battle between Barnett and Robinson. Looks like Robinson will take that spot as they work their way into turn number 3. Barnett falls back now into the clutches of the number 5 machine, driven by Mike Boone as they work down here the front straightaway. Looks like Travis may have a bit of an issue here earlier. We'll take a look here. We got a little bit into the outside wall there. Goes down into turn number 1, 2. Ooh, locks it up and goes for a slide. Oh, gets the back end of the wall. Barnett able to avoid, but some pretty good contact for the 79 there with the outside wall as he drops to the back of the field, but is able to keep it underway and point it in the right direction. Is Travis Rodriguez now hunting down the number 2 machine of Tyrone Yo. Back up front, though, Kyle Purcell continues to lead the way over Dave Lafano, Dave Hara, James Nelson, and Mike Kurgelek here as we work our way through the completion of lap number 5. See the car get really squirrely there off of turn number 4. Definitely a slippery situation, especially when you're changing gears, right? Get the higher RPM, tends to break the rear tires loose a little bit, and able to keep it under control though as they work back down the back straightaway. Board number 01 as he works his way through turns 3 and 4. Already starting to separate itself, single file most of the way for all the cars all the way around the speedway here, as the leader, as Girl Purcell leads the way about 0.6 of a second, just over half a second in front of the the 8 of Dave Lafano. From the QFLR roof cam on board that target number 8 machine up to Kyle in the 01. Looks like Michael Boone had a bit of an off-traffic excursion. See what we can see here. As he gets a little slip and sliding off of turn number 2, takes out the cone, able to avoid the wall, keeps the car pointed in the right direction, and is able to drive on like nothing even happened. So Mike Boone goes off-road in there through the exit of turn number 2, able to keep that number 5 machine pointed in the right direction and headed still underway here. Right on board inside there, that number 5 car, he works his way through turns 1 and 2 again. So no damage to that one, just a little bit of probably some grass in the radiator, but nothing that'll slow him down too much as he continues on his way. Back in second, Dave Lafano right there, and his number 8, Dave Hara, in the Gamer Tube Elite number 15, holding on to third. James Nelson in the auto serve for Mustang, holding on to fourth. And Michael Kurgelek is under attack, as I say that, from the number 27 Mobile 1 car of Cam Harris. Cam drops in line behind him, and then Chad Snyder behind him as they work their way down the back straightaway. Into turns 3 and 4, some different lines being run, as you can see there. Cam Harris a little bit further up the track than the other two as they work their way off of 4 and down the front straightaway. Down to turn number 1. Still again some different lines being worked by these 3 competitors on screen. You can see kind of a middle, a high, and a low line as they work their way back down the back straightaway. Now they all kind of roll up to the middle of the high groove as they work their way again off of turn number 4 back down the lock, and we have a caution. Yellow is on the track. Looks like our friend Travis might have had some issues here, as let's take a look and see if we can find a replay. So down into turn number 1 and 2. Back end gets around on Travis, and then he just spins it out, locks it up there, doesn't hit anything. Oh, but the 2 almost hits him. That was pretty tight there, wasn't it? So no one made contact with anybody, but Travis just unfortunately spins it out, coming on the exit of turn number 2. Right here, you'll see him just get loose. There he goes, and he locks it up, keeps it pointing in the right direction. But Tyrone Yo had to take evasive action to not pile up those 2 cars. But as I say that, the field circulates under the yellow flag here with Travis headed down pit road to the attention of his pit crew. Should be a pretty quick caution here with These guys all staying on track, which is Travis heading down pit road. So the leader on the restart will be the 0-1. He's led since the drop of the green flag here this afternoon. Kyle Purcell in that Camry in front of Dave Lafano, Dave Hara, James Nelson, and Mike Kurgelek. Thanks everyone for tuning in on the SimWorld Racing Network. Race number 15 of the 2024 Cup season as we get closer each week to the playoffs. 26 race regular season, then a 10 race playoffs. Everyone on the top of the screen locked into the playoffs already has their name highlighted in red. So Kyle Purcell and Dave Lafano are the two there up front, and all our other previous winners are not here tonight, unfortunately. So just 2 winners this year so far in this field tonight. So hopefully that is some incentive. Oh no, sorry, I missed Travis. He has also won already this year. So sorry, 3 of our cars are in. 3 winners are in the field tonight. So hopefully that opens up a chance for some of these other guys to potentially pick up their first win of the season for some of these drivers, and potentially first win ever with the All-American Racing League. As you can see, the field is doubled up and the lights are off on the caution truck. That means 1 lap to go before we get back to green. The field side by side down the back straightaway. Not the biggest field here tonight from Worldwide Tech Raceway, but definitely a strong field with some contenders from front to back in this one as the pace car heads into turn number 3 and 4. We see him work his way through the larger corner that is turns number 3 and 4 here. Field rolls out of turn number 4. Under the control of the 0-1. Down into the Geico restart zone. Green is out and we are back racing. Great jump for Kyle Purcell there in the 0-1. Look for Dave Hare to jump up the inside of the in his 15 under the 8 cars. They work through turns 1 and 2. Side by side on the exit of turn number 2. 2 rows deep. 15 and 8 and 27 and 75. Down the back straightaway they go. Looks like Lafano able to get a nose out in front of the 15 on the entry to turn number 3. He will secure that spot. A little further back now, though. Cam Harris rolls the outside of the 75, looking to make a move on not only him, but the 15 on the exit of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway, Cam Harris goes side by side with the 75 into turn number 1. Still side by side off of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, the 75 of James Nelson and the 27 of Cam Harris battle into turn number 3 and 4. So work their way off of turn number 4. Looks like the loser on this restart definitely been the number 41, Mike Kurgelek, back a couple spots after starting in the 5th position, now currently running in 7th on this restart, but still side by side through 1 and 2 for these 2 drivers as they continue to battle out for 4th and 5th respectively. As I say that, the 75 drops back in line behind the number 27 down the back straightaway. Now keep an eye on Chad Snyder's potentially looking to make a move under the Nelson 75 through 3 and 4 as he gets a little bit of momentum, rolls the bottom, able to keep it. Whoa, that got pretty dicey there as the 75 I think started to come down, not knowing how close the 26 was behind him, and that cost the 26 3 spots just like that off of turn number 4. Driver we spoke about earlier, the 41 of Kurgelek now makes a move to the inside of the 75 auto serve car. He takes that spot away, put Kurgelek up to 5th down the back straightaway. Up front, though, it's been Kyle Purcell since the drop of the first green and the restart green as he leads lap number 17 Across the line he comes. We'll start lap number 18 as we work towards completion of lap 150 here from Worldwide Technology Raceway. This is the gateway to the West 150. We got a car off to the infield there, the number 3. The bottom of our left-hand side of your, right-hand side of your screen, able to regroup it and get back on track. So that was a little bit of an off-track excursion for the 3 of Gregory Robinson. So we can take a look what happened here. He's running the bottom out of turn number 2. Back end got loose, able to get on the brakes, do a little four-wheeling. Avoids the wall and continues underway. As back off of turn number 2 we come, the leader on lap number 19. Way out of turn number 4 continues to be Purcell, followed by Lorfano, Hera, Cam Harris now up into 4th, and Michael Kurchlek holding on to 5th. Well, we got a second here, and we are under a good green flag run. We are going to take a quick look here at the All-American Racing League Cup Series point standings after race number 14 last week. Larry Stubblefield continues to lead the way with 578 over Alan Bledsoe, Dave Lafano, James Nelson, Brendan Mathia, your top 5. Dave Hara, Michael Kurdzielek, Travis Rodriguez, Ken Pack, and Riley Hoots round out the top 10. So this gives you an idea of how the points shake out after 14 of 26 regular season races. But back down the back straightaway, Kyle Purcell leads the way over second place runner Dave Lafano. Third right now is Dave Hara, and Cam Harris running in 4th. Work our way a little bit further back through the pack. The butt kicker Moza Ford Mustang driven by Michael Kurtzulak. He holds on to 5th. And as we mentioned before, the auto serve Ford Mustang of James Nelson coming in 6th right now. Chad Snyder rebounded after a bit of a close call with that 75 on the corner exit of 4 a couple laps ago. In the Rebellion Graphics 26 holds on to 7th. Travis Rodriguez, after bringing out the first caution of the race, has bounced back up into spot number 8 in that number 79 Toyota. Right behind him, the Night Owl So's 38. Greg Barnett holding on to 9th. Michael Boone, Dallas Stars machine out there running in 10th. Tommy Osborne in the number 1 Night Owl So's machine. He holds on to the number 11 spot. Tyrone Yo in the Gettysburg, Pennsylvania Harley Davidson sponsored machine holding on to 12. Back there behind him is Gregory Robinson, and he is running 13th after his off-track excursion. As we went through the field, I think we had him pass on the racetrack. We sure did, as Cameron Harris took advantage of high line run by Dave Hara here to sneak under him off the exit of turn number 2 and complete the pass for third. So move Cam Harris up to 3rd place. Back up front though, Kyle Purcell continues to lead the way in his Animal Service number 01 over the target machine number 8 of Dave Lafano. Ride on board the number 8 car as he goes into turns 3 and 4. Big, slow, flat corner at this end of the speedway. I'd say it's a similar kind of style to New Hampshire, big, flat, and wide. But as we go down the other end of the speedway, you'll see a nice, tight, a little bit more banking. Not a lot of banking, but there is some banking here to help these guys through as he works that middle lane through the shorter, smaller turns 1 and 2 and back down the back straightaway. Jump on board with Cam Harrison. We take a look back at Dave Hara, and then Michael Kurchalek, one car further behind him, as Hara drives it in deep on the entry, loses a bit through the middle, but able to get right back to the gas and close in a little bit on the back bumper of Harris, but still Harris holding on to third down the back straightaway. We'll board the Game of Tube Elite number 15 as we ride through 1 and 2 this time. Down the back straightaway they go. Kyle Purcell continues to lead the way as we work lap number 28 as we get ever so closer to the end of stage number 1 here. Completion of lap number 30 will be the end of stage number 1. Just time off of turn number 4. One more time around in stage number 1 for the 0-1 of Purcell. He'll look to collect the 10 regular season standing points as well as 1 playoff bonus point for a stage win if he's able to hold on here through the back half of this lap. Car to keep our eye on though is the 41. That is when the 5th car crosses the line will be displayed the caution and the green and white checkered simultaneously to show the end of stage number 1. So as he works his way through stage turns 3 and 4, the 41 of Michael Kurchalek crosses out of turn number 4, will cross the start finish line, bringing an end to stage number 1. Just like that, there's the caution. Second caution on the afternoon. This one for the completion of stage number 1. Up front, the stage win goes to the number 0-1 of Kyle Purcell, as he will collect 10 championship points as well as 1 playoff bonus point once we get to the playoffs. As the field will continue their way around the racetrack as they try to catch up to the pace car as this time down the back straightaway, pit road should open up for these guys, and we will probably see them take 4 fresh Goodyear tires and jam the fuel cell full of Sunoco ethanol 86 gasoline, as you can see them here as they work their way down onto the pit access road. Like I mentioned, this is a little bit different, unique situation here at Worldwide Tech Raceway. There is an access road in and out, very similar to, I would say, Homestead and Indy have an out road. Not many places have an in road. Here it certainly does, as the cars make their way down pit road, and they will bring it to the attention of their crews. All 13 cars hitting pit road for this time. Right side of the cars all pop up in the air as the crew gets those tires on and off in a relatively quick time. First car to move will be Hillbilly in the number 15. He will beat the 01 off of pit road. So Hillbilly will lead the way off of pit road. Then it'll be the 0-1, the 8, the 27, the 75, 79, and the 41. So the big winner on that side of pit stops was the Dave Hare machine as he jumps up to the lead. And then Michael Kurdzielek, unfortunately, going the opposite way as he's dropped down to 7th after those pit stops. Well, as I say that, it appears as though Dave will be coming back down pit road. Maybe didn't get all the pit stop changes he wanted. Obviously, with a 10-second pit stop, makes me think he only took 2 tires. So he will come back down pit road and he will bring it to the attention of the crew. Maybe get those other 2 tires put on. We'll see what happens here as he pulls into his pit stop there. But on track, the white flag or the caution lights have been turned off as we get set to go back under the green flag here as the field all tries to catch itself up to the leaders. That's, as I thought, the only left side tire change there for the 15, so must have been a button pushed in error. Only took 2 tires, so Dave will get back up to speed, rejoin the back of the field here as Kyle Purcell will be the new old leader as he will regain the lead here as we get set to go back under green flag racing as we will have completed 34 of the 150 laps here in the Gateway to the West 150 from Worldwide Technology Raceway. You're watching the SimWorld Racing Network. Field rolls into the restart zone. First car to fire has to be the 0-1. He's off and away, and the green flag is out. Cross under the starter green flag. The 0-1, great jump on that bottom line, but now let's see if the 27 goes on the attack underneath the 8. Not able to get quite underneath them that time, but now he draws a little closer on the exit of turn number 2. Side by side we drag race down the back straightaway. 27 and 8 side by side still as they work their way down the back straightaway. No one giving up an inch as they work their way into turn 3. Now the 27 uses the bottom side as he looks to hold on to the second spot and take over that second spot from Lafano off of turn number 4. Able to get it done, but Lafano still got a good run on the outside as they work their way across the line and down into turn 1. Don't count out the 75 of Nelson there, right there, waiting for a mistake to see if he can capitalize. And just as I say that, Lafano gets a bit tight on entry, pushes up. Oh, as the 75 looks like he's going to go around, and we got a car up and over. That is not good. He's still flipping. I don't even know who that was. Travis Rodriguez goes for one heck of a ride there off of turn number 4. Let's see if we can find a replay of that one. I think it started potentially with... looks like the 75 was starting to get loose there in that one shot, but before I say exactly what happened, we're going to take a replay. Look at the replay. So just as I suspected, the 75, he got around, and then the 79 thought, I can do a great barrel roll right now, as he did some barrel rolls. We'll take another look at it here. We'll get another replay. So see the 75 get loose, then the 26 pushes the 79 up over the nose of the 75, and then it's on like Donkey Kong. Up, over, up, over, up, over, up, over. And he lands on his wheels. Able to drive away, so that's good. Won't need a tow. Back to the pits. Obviously, he has the meatball flag, so he'll have to bring it to the attention of his crew, and whether he uses a fast repair or lets them work away on it. He definitely will need to get some damage repaired on that 79. So let's see if we can take another look here at the replay of that one. We'll keep our eyes here to see the 75 just start to get loose, loses the back end. Everyone gets woed up, but then the 26 into the back of the 79, which propels the 79 up and over the hood of the 75, then into the outside wall, and then continues to flip. So a couple cars on pit road here at this point, getting some damage fixed. There you see the 75 of Nelson getting his car repaired. Rodriguez uses his quick repair, gets a new nose cone on that one, and everyone is back underway. So they work their way back to catch up to the back of the field. But up front now, the front row is going to have a little bit of a different look here on this third restart of the event. We'll have Kyle Purcell in his regular spot so far on the pole, but outside him, or the second place car, will now be the 27 of Cam Harris in the Mobile 1 Toyota Camry. So we'll see if Cam can get a good restart and see if he can challenge the number 01 this time, as he will be a different driver on the front row as we look towards potentially, I think, the white flag potentially this time by the start-finish line. We'll keep our eyes on the caution truck. And there it is. Lights are out on the caution truck. The field will double up. Front row will look like Kyle Purcell and Cam Harris. We'll have Dave Lafano on the inside and Michael Kurgelek on the outside of row number 2. Dave Hare, Tommy Osborne will make up row 3. Chad Snyder, Michael Boone will make up row number 4. Oh, sorry. Tommy Osborne, 4. Chad Snyder and Tyrone will be row 5. Greg Robinson, James Nelson, and Travis Rodriguez, the last 3. That'll come on the field. So, looks like Dave Hara back up into the 5th spot after starting at the rear. Pretty much at the back here on that last restart due to forgetting to take all 4 tires on one stop. But he will be in 5th after avoiding all the carnage and getting through that without any issue. Obviously, a bunch of cars had to come down pit road, so that certainly helped Dave Hare out. But watch, keep your eye on the caution truck. He should be heading to the safety of the infield this time. Off of turn number 4, the field rolls, and we should be getting set to go back green as they roll into the Geico restart zone. Again, Kyle Purcell, the leader, fires it off. Green flag is back in the air, and we are racing. Down into turns 1 and 2. Harris looks to see if he can do anything on the outside of Purcell. He's got a nose there, but not enough. Kyle Purcell able to drive it off the bottom of turn 2, down the back straightaway, and close the door on the 27. A little further back, we got some 3-4 wide racing as the cars at the back shuffle to get back up into position here. The 79 and the 75 both look to get around the number 2. They're able to make it work down the back straightaway and into turns 3 and 4. Up front, though, Kyle Purcell continues to lead the way in the 0-1 over Cam Harris, Dave Lafano, Michael Kurgelek, and Dave Hare, the top 5. Battle for 4th on the track. Kurgelek and the 15 of Hare go side by side into turn number 3 and 4. Hare on the bottom, able to use that lower groove to make a move on the 41 as they come off of turn number 4 and down the front straightaway. In 4th place car, Dave Hare. Another battle on track. Looks like we got the 26 looking to the inside of the number 5 car. There you go, side by side. The Rebellion Graphics 26 Toyota inside the Dallas Stars number 5 of Michael Boone on the outside. That Camaro worked their way down the front straightaway, still side by side across the line. Looks like Snyder will have a bit of an advantage, but nothing too much doing. Whoa, big run for the 3. Might have made some contact with the back of the 5, getting him all out of shape. But he's able to get a great run off of the top of turn number 2, and down the back straightaway they go. Great run for Michael Boone there as they work their way back down into turn number 3 and 4. Cars are all filing in behind them as these guys are going too wide, holding everyone up, it looks like. But they get it sorted out, but still side by side off of turn number 2. Turn number 3 back down across the start finish line. Now we're going to see 3 wide as the 75 car goes to the inside. Boone thinks better of it, backs out of it a little bit, but the 75 makes a drive to the inside, and he takes over that spot. Number 7. Lots of hot and heavy racing going on here towards the back of the top 10, with a couple of good cars involved in that wreck there on the last caution as they try to make their way back up to the front of the field. Oops. Through turns 3 and 4, now you see Boone going to battle with the number 3 Hotgear.com machine of Robinson. Not really too much battle in there, as Boone able to slide in front of him on corner exit as they hit down to turn number 1. So Chad Snyder continues to run in 7th with James Nelson right in front of him in the auto serve number 75. Up front though continues to be Kyle Purcell leading the way at completion of lap number 45, this time off of turn number 4. There's the leader. Good shot back there. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th all in a row as they work their way down the front straightaway. Back a little further in the field here. Right on board. Number 3 car, Gregory Robinson, looking back at Tommy Osborne in his number 1 machine down the back straightaway. These guys go up through the gears. Let's take a ride on board with our leader. Listen to him shift. So up to 5th gear, back down to 4th on the entry, and corner 1 and 2, right down to 3rd gear you see. Brings it down to about 90, 88 miles an hour through the middle of that corner, back on the throttle, up through the gears again against the 4th gear. Not all the way up to 5th. We'll let it ride in 4th as he enters turn 3 and 4. We'll continue to keep it in 4th gear this time. Out of turn number 4, we should see 5th gear being hit about halfway down the front straightaway. Right about there as he goes up to 5th gear, and then we'll drop it quickly down 2 gears on the entry of turn number 1 and 2. Let's take a ride on Dave Lafano and see if he's using the same shifting technique. You can see him already in 3rd gear on the exit of turn number 2, down the back straightaway, up to 4th by the opening. Gets back off of the gas, into the brake a little bit, through to turn 3 and 4, still holding on to 4th gear that time. Works his way back off of turn number 4, back into the throttle and back down the front straightaway. Again up to 5th gear here, about halfway down the front straightaway, then quick shift back to 4th, back to 3rd on the entry of turn 1 and 2. So those two guys are running the same kind of shifting pattern. Let's see what James Nelson is up to. As I say that, he looks like he's up to the wall there as he gets away with it and continues down the back straightaway as he is now back into 4th gear. So see a little bit different here for Nelson. He goes right down to 3rd gear and turns 3 and 4, holds 3rd gear pretty much all the way through the corner. He'll get up to 4th gear on the exit. And see if he shifts up to 5th or if he keeps it in 4th. So he's doing a little bit backwards compared to the other two. He's down to 3rd, up to 4th. See if he ever gets up to 5th here as we walk down the back straightaway. So no, James Nelson not using 5th gear at all as he's back down to 4th. This time through 3 and 4. Is he going to drop to 3rd? Nope, not down to 3rd this time, but he works his way off for turn 4, still in 4th gear. More than likely have to get up into 5th this time. There he goes, 5th gear at the line, and then back down 4, 3rd. So a lot of shifting going on. That's what's that? 2 on the entry, 1 on the exit, 1 on the exit. So 2, 3, 4, at least 4 shifts every lap for these guys. So that's a lot of work to keep track of while you're also trying to make sure you're hitting your braking points, making your corner entry speed, everything like that. So a lot going on for these guys here around this different and unique 1.25 mile wide world technology raceway here in Madison. they work their way. As Nelson works his way off of turn number 4 there. In the distance, you can see the leader, Kyle Purcell. He's already working his way through turns 3 and 4. There's the gap from first to second time off of turn number 4. Cross the line to complete lap number 53. We work to the end of stage number 2, which will fall at the completion of lap number 75. After that restart, Dave Hara able to sneak back by the 27 of Cam Harris, who settles back into 3rd spot. Behind him, you have Dave Hara in 5th, Michael Kurjalak in... Dave Hara in 4th, and Kurjalak holding on to 5th spot. And we look a little further back, got Barnett and Nelson battling for 6th and 7th down into turn number 1. Looks like Travis Rodriguez able to make a pass that lap on number 26 of Chad Steiner. So he made it. So he got it done. Just down the front straight, a bit of a drag race. Oh, Travis gets a little bit loose there on the shift, and then he is able to maintain and control and work his way by the 26 car. And then we had another pass there just as we looked away from the Barnett-Nelson battle. Looks like James Nelson able to sneak on the inside of Barnett going into turn number 3. Use a bit of momentum to carry himself around the bottom there. Able to get in front on corner exit and just kind of power away. So Nelson is up to 6th that time after getting by Barnett. Up front though, Kyle Purcell continues to lead the way over Lurfano there, Harris, and then Hara and Kurjalek off of turn number 4. You see them there. There's the 2nd through 5th in that shot down the front straightaway. So Toyota got the top 3 locked up. You got the Camaro of Hara and the Ford of Kurjalak. So 3 Toyotas and 1 Chevrolet and 1 Ford working here in the top 5 so far this afternoon. Let's see, get you a weather update here on lap 58. So still 86 degrees Fahrenheit, track temperature up around 111 degrees Fahrenheit. Clear conditions, winds gusting up to 9 miles an hour. So a nice afternoon here as they work down the back straightaway here at Wide World Technology Raceway. Thanks for joining us. Race number 15 of the Sim World Race, the All American Racing League Network's Cup Series. 26 races, as I mentioned. It will be part of the regular season. And then we will go to a 10-lap, 16-car playoff format. And, looks like Harris up into the wall that time through turns 3 and 4. And looks like we got a pass here as Kurjalek looks under Hara through that corner. So a couple things going on all at the same time. Let's see if we can take a replay of that pass here. So it looks like the 15 just gets rode up a little too much, gets high. Bang doors, come back across each other's back bumpers and down the back straightaway. Let's see if... So Cam Harris up into the wall there. We saw it last time through the corners 1 and 2. No significant damage as he is able to continue on here as we work lap number 60. There you see the gap back to James Nelson. Nearly in 6th, 7th is Greg Barnett. Travis Rodriguez has rebounded again. He is up to the 8th position. Chad Snyder, number 26, running in 9th. And Michael Bean, 10th spot, being challenged by the 1 of Tommy Osborne through turns 3 and 4. A little further back, you got the HotGear.com number 3 and 12th, and then you have Tyrone Yo in the Gettysburg Harley Davidson number 2 machine, working off of turn number 4 down across the line. Up front, though, at the completion of lap number 61, Kyle Purcell continues his dominating performance here as he works his way back into turn number 1 and 2. Every lap gets ever so closer to the back tail end of this field. Obviously, a couple of cautions so far this afternoon. 2 for incident, 1 for stage caution. The big wreck featuring Travis Rodriguez getting upside down on the exit of number 2, and then an earlier one saw Travis Rodriguez also spin himself out at turn number 2, bringing the caution out as Tyrone almost got into the back of him. But other than that, just the stage caution, so pretty sure only 3 cautions, if my math is adding up. 1, 2, 3. Yep, 3 cautions to date so far here in this one as we continue to work under the green flag at lap number 62 completed. Looking towards 75 in the end of stage number 2. A little further back, looks like Kurjalek has opened up a gap over the 15 of Harris. So after he got by, I'm able to drive away a little bit. So he's trying to track down the 27 of Harris and move into that top 3. So at this point of the stage, cars are running about 1.3 seconds off of their fastest laps. So far, it seems like we continue to work here under the green. Like the number 3, Gregory Robbins, had a bit of another off-track excursion as he gets loose again off of turn number 2. Able to hold on to it a little bit more off-roading and get that number 3 HuckGear.com machine back underway on the track. No damage to that one at this point, so we continue underway. Let's just see if Greg Barnett now looks to the inside of the 75 and to turn number 3 is able to slide up in front of him. Close that door, not quite yet, as now he does, as the 75 looks to turn back down the hill and get a good run off of turn number 3 and 4. Nothing doing to try to get back by him now as Greg Barnett moves himself up into 6th spot around the Nelson 75. Up front, though, continues to be the 0-1 of Kyle Purcell, as you can see there. Put Tyrone Yo down 1 lap to the leader. So Tyrone Yo now currently 1 down to the field. Currently sitting, though, in the lucky dog position at this point. So it looks like we have a battle for 3rd and 4th. Looks like last lap, Michael Kurt's able to get by. Oh, caution is out once again. We got a caution. See what happens here. Looks like our friend Travis Rodriguez had a little bit more difficulty. We'll see if we can dial up a replay. So off of turn number 3 and 4. Oh, gets way loose. That is some heavy contact. So as the field works its way down the back straightaway, that is going to put an end to stage number 2. So the running order at the time of the caution will be the results for stage number 2. So let's see if we can take another replay here and take another look at Travis's big incident here off of turn number 3. Gets down on the apron, and then the car just hangs a hard right back down across in front of Chad Snyder. And thankfully Chad's able to avoid that, and that is the 79 getting a quick tow to the pit. So let's take one more look at it off of turn number 4. Just see him gets down on the concrete, and then that shoots him back up across the track. And heavy contact with the outside wall here as the cars are on pit road. So we'll take a look here at the pit stops action. Hopefully Dave Hare remember to turn on the left side tires this time as well. As Tyrone Yo, that'll save him. He should get the wave around. And he will rejoin the lead lap on the race off of pit road. It isn't much of a race as it looks like the 01, the 8, the 41, then the 15 all complete the race off of pit road. So as we get set to go back to green here to start the third and final stage as we approach the halfway mark in this one. This time out of turn number 4, white flag, or sorry, the caution should be retracted, and the lights on the caution truck go off, which means next time by we are going to go back to green flag racing at the completion of lap 72 as we work our way to the end of this one here as we approach halfway in the gateway to the West 150 from Worldwide Technology Raceway, just outside of St. Louis. A newer track to the Cup schedule, second season on the schedule for this event here, and it's been a good one so far. Lots of side-by-side battling, smaller fields here tonight. Unfortunate night for Travis Rodriguez, involved in 2 significant accidents, has forced his early retirement from the event tonight, so Travis will not be able to finish this one, but 12 cars left on track as we get ready to restart here, like I said, at the completion of lap 72 as we work our way towards 150. This is the All-American Racing League Cup Series on the Sim World Racing Network. My name is Nathan Christensen as it's just hitting 9:30 Eastern as we get set for the green flag, this time out of turn number 4. Kyle Purcell files, green flag is out, and we are back racing here from Worldwide Tech Raceway. Lafano gets a little tight in the middle at 1 and 2. That allows the 01 to open a bit of a gap and draw the 15 right up to his back bumper. But this time off of turn number 2, he's able to pull away from Dave Hare and continue to hold on to the second spot. But not out of the woods quite yet as he looks to get a little, Hare looks to get a run back on him, but the battle right now is for 3rd and 4th off of turn number 4. Kurjalek on the outside, Harris on the inside, as now Harris will tuck back in line as they enter turn number 1 and 2. Both kind of use that same higher groove through 1 and 2 and work their way down the back straightaway. But now the 27 gets a run but gets loose. That's going to kill all the momentum of the 27 as he's going to fall back into the grips of the number 38. This time on the entry to turn 3 and 4. Harris on the bottom, the 38 on the outside. Back across out of turn number 4. Battle is on now here as now the 26 slots back up in behind the 38 as they cross the start finish line. A little further back in the pack we got James Nelson working on the back bumper of the 26. Nothing doing quite yet there on that machine as they work back down the track straightaway. This time out of turn number 4. Chad Snyder looks to the inside of the Barnett 38 across the line, not able to make a move though. But now James Nelson looks to the inside of Snyder down into turn 1 and 2. Nelson on the bottom, Snyder uses the high groove, and that's going to allow Nelson to sneak on through on the bottom on the exit of turn number 2 as he now sets his sights on the number 38 of Greg Barnett down the back straightaway. Looks like we have an issue on track. Chad Snyder might have had his an issue here. We'll take a look. On the exit of turn number 2, Snyder got way loose and makes heavy contact with the inside wall. Looks like he was able to drive away, but definitely some toe link problems on the left front there. You can see the tire not cooperating and not even spinning now, so Chad will bring it to a stop and will take the tow back to pit lane. So Chad Snyder on pit lane after an incident and saw him get into the wall. As we were watching that, Greg Barnett able to pull away from the number 75 machine that time, as now the gap between 6th and 7th has opened up to about 1 second on the entry of turn number 1. Jump on board Barnett and he take a look here up at the back bumper of Cameron Harris, and then we'll jump up to Harris's roof cam, and there is Mike Kurjalek. We'll take a look from the 41. You can see Dave Hara and Dave Lurfano working their way off of turn number 4, and then up to the roof of Dave Hara as we work our way down the front straightaway. We'll ride on board Dave Hara as he works his way around the 1.25 mile oval. Field works itself off of turn number 3 and 4 as we work down the front straightaway as we completed lap number 85. 65 laps to go here from Worldwide Technology Racing. This is the Sim World Racing Network's broadcast of the All-American Racing League Cup Series. Kyle Purcell dominating performance so far has led every lap up to this point. Second place right now, Dave Lafrano, Dave Hara, and Mike Kurjulek make up spots 3 and 4. Cam Harris holding on to 5th. James Nelson riding in 6th after bouncing back after being involved in that incident with Travis Rodriguez a couple cautions ago. Then you got Barnett, Boone, Robinson, Osborne is the top 10. And then Tyrone Yo is the last car on track, currently running about 20 seconds behind the leader. Then you have Chad Snyder, who is on pit road after sustaining some damage with contact to the inside wall on lap number 76. And then Travis Rodriguez, as I mentioned, 2 big incidents for him tonight, putting him out of the race at lap number 66. But up front continues to be Kyle Purcell. The closest battle on track is the 3 cars running in 3rd, 4th, and 5th there on your screen as they work their way through turns, smaller turns 1 and 2 end of the speedway and down the back straightaway. There will be 60 laps to go this time across the line for the leader, number 01, as he completes the 90th circuit of 150 here. So 60 to go that time for the field. close call there for the 41 off of turn number 2. Slight contact with the ball. Nothing that slowed him down too much so as he continues in 5th place. You can kind of start to see the difference entry strategies in turn 1 and 2. You see guys like Hera drive it in a lot deeper, have to woe the car up right in the center and then get a good run off, where everyone else seems to be going a little easier on entry and having a good run through middle off. And you can see the gain right there that the 41 was able to make that time through 3 and 4. So look, Dave drives in really hard, gets the car way up in the middle. That lets the 41 close right up onto the back bumper of the 15 down the back straightaway. These guys are able to close the gap through the middle to the exit of the corner, but then Dave Hera able to keep the momentum up. As I say that though, look, the 41 has a run now on the 15 down the front straightaway. 41 will look to the inside, nothing happening quite yet though as Hera pushes up, gets the car really tight on the entry through 2 and 3. That is, allows both the 41 and potentially the 27 to get by. Not quite yet for the 27 as he slots back in line behind Hera, but he may use the same strategy. Rolls right up to the back bumper. Ooh, has to get out of the gas, almost right into the back of the 27. As they work off of turn number 4, still Hera controlling that position over the 27 of Harris. With 52 laps to go, that time across the line for the leader. Battle continues to be for this position here, 4th and 5th between Dave Hera and Cam Harris down the back straightaway. Harris gets a good run through 3 and 4, able to pour side by side with Dave off the exit of turn number 3 and 4 down across the line. Harris looks like he has the momentum and the spot on the front straightaway. Cam Harris up to 4th with 50 laps to go. So now the top 5 has been shaken up a little in the back. Kyle Purcell leads the way over Dave Lafano in the number 8 machine, followed by Michael Kurdzielek in the number 41, Cam Harris in his number 25, and then Dave Hera in the game or Tube Elite number 15. So the top 5 have a little bit of shake-up that time as they have settled into their new running spots as they continue to run single file. Looks like Kyle Purcell able to put Tyrone Yo down another lap here as we work our way through the 3rd and final stage, as we are under 50 laps to go in this one, with Kyle Purcell leading all the laps so far this afternoon. Dave Lafano makes his way to the inside of the number 2 Tyrone Yo car on the entry of turn number 3 and 4. Torqued by that lap car as he continues to chase down Kyle Purcell, who's opened up a 3.2 second lead at this point over the number 8 machine there, as you see there on the right hand side bottom portion of your screen. 3.2 seconds that time currently for the leader there, as the gap between first and second on the screen. And 41 Kurjalek into the outside wall. That's going to push him way down to the inside. Unfortunately for Hera, fortunately for Kurjalek, not able to make a move as he's not close enough to that 41, so 41's able to hold on to that 4th position as they work their way back through turns 3 and 4 down the front straightaway. As we have a car on pit road, Greg Robinson has entered pit lane for his final pit stop of the race with 42 laps to go. It looks like Greg will complete his pit stop here as he works his way back on the access road. He'll join the field here out of turn number 2. He'll be able to merge back up onto the back straightaway. As use that access road. There we go. Clear the pylon and back on track at this point. As that is, he is the first car to pit here on lap 107. As Kyle Purcell continues to lead the way by 3.3 seconds there, as the gap over Dave Lafano. Cam Harris still holding on to 3rd. So he's 3 seconds back. As here come the pit stops. So the 01 makes his way down pit road. A bunch of other cars already on pit road. The 1575 and the 5. There's the 01 as he hits pit road, but the 8 stays out, so the 8 will become the new leader here that time across the line. Dave Lafano will lead his first laps of the race. Cam Harris and stays out. Tyrone Yo there on the bottom of your screen stays out as 2 cars now exit pit road. That is the 15 and the 75. The 5 car will come off of pit road also as Kyle hits his box, and the crew will go to the work on the right hand side. Up goes the right side. Down goes the right side. Up goes the left side. Down goes the left side. And he is off there as he makes his way back onto the track. But on pit road there is the number 8 at the top of your screen. So the rest of the cars are headed down pit road. Lafano and Harris both entering pit road there, as you can see, just crossing the start finish line in the middle of the screen now as they work their way back down onto pit road. We'll keep an eye on Kyle, who is now entering turn 3 and 4, so no doubt he will regain the lead after the end of the pit stop sequence as he works his way off of turn number 4 there on the left hand side of your screen. As the pit crews on the pit road just get around to the left hand side of the cars, as Dave Lafano, he's able to pull away, and he will go back on the inside track there as he will come out. Looks like Kurjalek will be able to get around the Harris 27 and put that Kurjalek 41 up into 3rd spot. There's the gap, 1st and 2nd there on your screen. There's Dave going into turn number 3 and 4 with Kurjalek right there, about a second and a half off the pace. Kyle Purcell's managed to open up the lead to about 7 seconds now after that round of pit stops. So even bigger lead that time, as unfortunately Cam Harris lost 2 spots in that pit stop cycle to Michael Kurjalek and James Nelson, both able to get by him up into the top 5 there. That puts Harris back to 5th, and 6th right now is Dave Hera. Barnett is 7th, Boone 8th, Robinson 9th, Osborne in 10th. Tyrone Yo's last car on track, currently 1 lap down. All cars have completed what should be their final pit stop of the afternoon here from Worldwide Technology Raceway. This is the All-American Racing League Cup Series on the Sim World Racing Network. So take a look here at the pit stops for these cars. So everyone pretty much running the same pit stop strategy, obviously with the cautions being few and far between this afternoon. 41, 42 laps there on that last stint, so they will easily be able to get to the finish line without needing to stop again, hopefully. Obviously that will change if the caution comes out, because I think everyone should have some tires left in the pit, so definitely will want to bolt them on for a run to the finish if the opportunity arises. But as I say that, Dave Hara looks to the inside of the 27 going into 1 and 2, crosses them over, goes way up to the wall. Too much speed on the entry there. Definitely missed his mark on that one. That lets Cam Harris drive easily back underneath him and down. On the exit of turn number 2, regains the 5th spot, does the 27 Mobil 1 Toyota. Up front though, by 7 seconds, continues to be the lead number is 0-1 as he works his way through 1 and 2 this time. As he's starting to catch a few more back markers, there is the 10th and 9th place car just in front of him heading down the back straightaway. So we continue under green. Oh, as I say that, the caution comes out. We got an issue, and it looks like Cam Harris has had an issue. So we will see what happened to Cam here as we look for a replay, as he has made some, he has brought out the caution here. Let's take a look. So on the exit of turn number 2, where everyone has been having their trouble all day, hard into the outside wall for the 27 of Cam Harris. Black meatball flag is being shown for him, so that is not going to be good. That will pretty much force him down pit road to make some repairs. So let's see if we can take another look. He just gets loose off of the turn number 2. Same spot everyone else has kind of been losing loose, but unfortunately Cam's car went hard right instead of left into the grass, and that made that contact even harder. There it is. Gets back out into the outside wall, loses the front bumper into the abyss, and he is able to continue to roll, continue on track. He is working his way around, as it looks like some cars have pitted, others have not pitted. Kyle Purcell has come down pit road. Dave Hara down pit road. Barnett, Robinson, and Tommy Osborne all down pit road. Looks like the 2 car of Tyrone Yo will be the lucky dog on this caution. He will take the wave around and join the back of the pack, putting him back on the lead lap. So we will have all 11 cars in our field on the same lap once we go back to green here. Not sure why Cam hasn't headed down pit road quite yet. Maybe this time by he'll head down to the crew. Like I said, he unfortunately has the old black and orange meatball mechanical flag, so he'll have to bring that down pit road to have the crew either fix it or use a quick repair here late in this one. As we work lap number 119 of 150, so that'll be 31 laps to go this time across the line. As there you see Cam Harris bringing it down the slow, low road into the pits. So we'll get that car repaired one way or the other. We'll see if he has a quick repair left or if he will have to wait it out and have the crew work on it. But for now, he just slowly makes his way down pit road into his pit stall. See Tyrone, on pit road there, as in the back of that shot also. So he will now make his pit stop after getting the wave around. Let's see if we can find Cam here. Oh, looks like he did have a fast repair handy, so front bumper has been installed. Looks like he's going to be taking 4 Goodyear tires on that machine as the left side comes off the ground and back down. So he will have a fresh set of tires and a full tank of fuel. Maybe he didn't have a fast repair as he continues to sit on pit road. Maybe he had a speeding penalty also. Never know. As Tyrone completes his pit stop and headed back out. And there goes Cam there. So Cam will join in at the rear of the field. He'll be the last car on the lead lap. Actually, probably will put him in front of Tyrone as the field works their way through turns 3 and 4 as they are looking for potentially the white flag this time out of turn number 4. So we have a new leader here on track for this restart. Second leader of the day, obviously led 1 or 2 laps under green there while the pit stops were transpiring. Did not. So looks like the first 4 cars, Lafano, Kurzulak, James Nelson, Mike Boone, all did not come down for fuel or tires. And then everyone else behind them, Purcell, Hera, Barnett, Robinson, Tommy Osborne, Tyrone Yo, and Cam Harris, all on pit road at that time for tires. Lights are out on the caution truck. That means one thing: we are getting set to go back racing here as we work the 5th caution of the afternoon to one caution for a stage break. The other 4 were incidents involving 2 for Tyrone. That last incident for Cam, or not Tyrone. I apologize, Tyrone. Those other 2 cautions were for Travis, and then another caution. Can't remember quite what happened, but one of the cautions for incident ended stage number 2. So as the field works its way through turns 3 and 4, we get set to go back racing here with 29 laps to go this time. As the leaders come out of turn number 4, Dave Lafano will be the first car to fire in the restart zone. And he does fire. Green flag is out, and away he goes as he rockets off down into turn number 1. Gains the advantage over the 41. Now keep your eye on the 75. He rolls underneath the 41 and drives it in deep in turns 1 and 2. But it's all Lafano out front on the exit of turn number 2 as the 75 now sits in second as the battle's on between the 0-1 and the 5 for 4th as the 1 gets that spot. Slides up, not quite up in front of the 5, but able to get door to door with the 5. Oh, as Boone gets into the outside wall. The 15 gets squirrely. Is he going to be able to hold on to it? No, he gets hammered by Tyrone Yo as the 15 was spinning. So both those cars able to reverse and get going again. Let's see if we can take a look here. I think it was just a matter of Dave getting in a little bit of a tail spin slide, and then Tyrone Yo unfortunately making some hard contact with him. Let's see here. So yeah, it just looks like Dave was getting loose, got down onto the grass, slid back up, and Tyrone really nowhere to go in that one. Let's see if we can take another look. From the cockpit cam. So we go down into turn 3 and 4. Keep your eye on that 15 car as he starts to spin out. Tyrone's slowing down and he slides back up the track, and unfortunately Tyrone's the wrong place, wrong time right there in that one. So okay, we'll ride on board with the 15 as they go down. We'll see him start to spin out about halfway through the corner right now. Back ends gets loose, almost gets it corrected, but then hits the rumble strips and comes back up, and there it is. Contact with the 2 car. So another caution here. Quickly back under caution after a restart. The last caution there came out on lap 117. We're back under caution on 122 for an incident involving Dave Hare and Tyrone Yo. Up front, though, it is Dave Lafano continuing to lead the way now. He has taken the front spot. Second will be the 75 of Nelson, and now up into third after taking tires on the lap 117 caution is the 01 of Kyle Purcell. So a bit of a double-edged sword, obviously. Not good for Kyle, who's got the fresher tires and looking to get back past the 4 cars who didn't pit. Already passed 2 of them. So 2 cars in front of him still haven't pitted. Looks like Michael Kurzulak came down pit road under this caution to get a fresh set of tires. So he was one of the 4 that hadn't pitted. And then the other 4th car that hadn't pitted is the Boone 5. So he's back there in 4th. He'll be on the outside of Kyle Purcell when we get back going. So it's going to be Lafano, Nelson, Purcell, Boone, Barnett, and Robinson. Both those cars have pitted. Both those cars did pit on the lap 1:17 caution. Cam Harris and Michael Kurdzilak both. Cam pitted on the last caution. He was the reason for the last caution, so he had to come down and get some damage fixed on that machine. And then, like I said, Kurdzilak didn't pit on the last one, but definitely pitted this time. So that puts him back in 8th. And then the two involved cars, you got Dave Hara in 9th and Tyrone Yo in 10th. And then Tommy Osborne, who is on pit road, currently running in 11th. I'm not sure what happened to Tommy, but he is on pit road at this time. It looks like he... So hopefully this time out of turn number 4, the field will get the one to go signal, and we will double up and come back to green. As we work towards the end, it'll be, so it's across the line here, 25 laps to go. And then next time by, when they come back to green, we'll be down to 24 laps to go. So, lights out on the caution car. Field doubles up. Looks like the race leader, Dave Lurfano, is going to start from the outside groove. So, Dave Lurfano moves up to the outside. First time today that we've seen someone start, the leader take the outside line. All the other restarts, obviously, the leader has been either the 8 or the 0-1, and they've chosen the inside. But this time, Dave will go from the outside row as they work down the back straightaway. Everyone putting in the last weeble wobbles to scrub those tires clean as we come back to the green flag here. As we work our way into turn 3 and 4. Field works their way off of turn number 4, side by side into the restart zone. First car to fire will be the 8 car on the outside, and he does that, and away he goes. So the 8 car, great start on the outside, but now the 01 looks to the inside of the 75 off of the exit of turn number 2. They're side by side down the back straightaway. Battle for second is on. Nelson able to pull back out in front of the 0-1 this time, but into turns 3 and 4 they go. Still, bottom side coming back around is the 0-1 there. Uses the fresh tires to try to get a good run on the exit. Across the start finish line, looks like we're going to put the 0-1 up into second, that time at the line. 23 laps to go as Dave Lurfano leads the way in his number 8 car. Off of turn number 2, can the 0-1 get clear of the 75? Not yet. He does. He makes that move as the yellow flag is back out on the track. Yellow is out. See what happened here. We got a couple cars. Looks like we got 3 cars involved in an incident here. Looks like potentially Robinson, Hara, and Harris. Let's take a look here. See what happened in corners 1 and 2. Ooh, so it looks like the 3 car just got loose. He got down the track into the 15, and then somehow the 27 end up around. So we'll take a view of this. So the 27, loose, still loose. Oh, same thing happened again. So everyone else seems to be getting loose, and the car snaps to the left. But this is twice now where we've seen Cam Harris get loose in turn 2, and the car snaps hard right on him. So let's take another look here. As he goes through turns 2, the car gets loose, and then all of a sudden it just catches, and boom, right into the outside wall again for Cam Harris. So not the afternoon ending for Cam Harris that he hoped to see. Obviously not too much damage from Bumper's little cattywampus, but let's see if we can, there he goes, a little bit loose, and into the outside wall. Again, just a weird set of circumstances, but he's able to drive away, thankfully. Probably have to bring that car down to the attention of the crew at some point under caution here. But as we work our way towards the end of this one, the gateway to the West 150, 21 laps to go that time. Across the start-finish line for the leader, who is Dave Lurfano. Out front of in front of this field, Dave Lurfano in the 8, the 0-1 of Kyle Purcell. James Nelson back there in 3rd. Greg Barnett has a good run going here, back up into the top 5 and 4th. And then Michael Kurgelek, after pitting on the last caution, is back up to 5th. Then Hera, Harris, Robinson are your 6 through 8. As we work under caution here, that is the 7th caution of the afternoon. So as we work towards the end, intensity is picking up, and so is the number of cautions. Hopefully everyone can take a deep breath, loosen that helmet one little inch, and see if we can get through these last 20 laps. As the field crosses the start-finish line, see if the lights are still on the pace track. So we are still under caution here as the field works its way down into 1 and 2. So thanks again for joining us here from the Worldwide Technology Raceway, the gateway to the West 150, race number 15 of the All-American Racing League Cup Series 2024 season. As we have 20 to go currently under caution for a couple of accidents, one involving the 3 and the 15, and then the major accident which brought out the caution was the 27 getting up into the wall. So as we get set potentially to go back green here in a couple laps, we will hopefully get this one done and make it to the end. Obviously the goal is to run as many green laps as possible, so the crew or the drivers will have to calm themselves down a little bit and see if we can not finish this one here under green for you guys tuning in. About 10 after 10 here on the East Coast. Thanks again for watching and sticking it out. Obviously, definitely not as long of broadcast as we had last week here with the Coke 6 or the GamerTube Elite 600. Sorry about that. As we only going, I think 187 miles is the distance of this one today. So definitely a lot shorter than last week. 4-hour race. We're at about 1.5 tonight. So as we get down to the nitty gritty, hopefully we can get this one done. Green flag will be displayed with 18 laps to go here. 1.25 mile distance around this uniquely shaped speedway. Similar kind of shape to, like I mentioned, Darlington, in the sense that one set of corners is bigger than the other. It's backwards though to Darlington, with 1 and 2 being the smaller set, 3 and 4 being the longer set of corners. As we get set to go, maybe we will jump on board the roof cam of the 75 and watch this restart here from back here in 3rd spot. Remember, leader is on the outside again this one. Dave Lurfano will be the first car to fire once they enter the restart zone. See if he can hold off the 0-1 of Purcell. As Lurfano on the gas opens up a little bit of a lead here as they head on down the front straightaway. Still riding on board. James Nelson gets out of it way early to make sure he makes this corner. As Barnett to his outside, but off of turn number 2. Still clean and green as you see those two kind of pulling away up front. Nelson able to clear the 38, and he is able to get up to the outside wall, but all attention should be up front here as the number 8 car works his way through turns 3 and 4, this time out of 4, completing another lap as Garnett goes way up the racetrack that time through 3 and 4, doesn't lose any spots quite yet, but the battle is on for 6th, 5th, and 6th there, as Hera is on the inside of Kurgelek. He's able to make that pass and kind of pull up in front to block the run on the exit, but as I say that, Kurgelek tries to shove it to the outside, nothing happening there, but up front it still continues to be Lurfano in the number 8 car. He continues to lead the way over the 01 of Kyle Purcell. The 75 of Nelson holds on to 3rd. 2, 3, and 4, back down the front straightaway. Battle still going on as now Hera able to get to the inside of Barnett through 3 and 4. That opens the door now for Kurgelek to try to follow his way through the inside of 1 and 2. Not able to quite get it done as the car gets really tight through the middle. As now they're side by side off of turn number 2. Kerjlek with the inside, 38 on the outside, down the back straightaway they go. As Kerjlek able to clear the number 38 car that time into turn number 3. Up front though, Dave Lafano continues to lead the way here, this time across the line, 15 laps to go for the number 8 target machine. Down into 1 and 2, continues to lead the way. That's about 0.3 of a second. Back to second place, the 01 car. Purcell looks to the inside of turn number 1, see if he can make it work. Nothing happening quite yet. Great run through the corner for Lafano, but Purcell looks to the bottom outs of turn number 2. Nothing happening there as they drop back single file down the back straightaway. Yate car protects the bottom, this time through 3 and 4. Kyle uses a kind of a diamond run to get a good run off of turn number 3. Now looks to the inside, down across the start-finish line. Side by side, down into turn number 1. Purcell on the inside, Lafano on the outside. Through back down through 1 and 2 now. The bottom looks to have the momentum as Kyle Purcell on those newer tires has a great run off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. He's going to nose in front of the 8 car. Not able to clear him on corner entry, but Purcell on the bottom with the fresher tires looks to get a good run on entry, and he's able to pull in front and close the door on the 8 car as they work back off of turn number 2. Kyle Purcell back to the lead with 11 laps to go as they work down the back straightaway. 75 holding on to third, that's Nelson, and fourth is Dave Heron, the Gaber Tube Elite 15. Neither of those drivers are out of it yet as we come across the line, 10 to go this time. Purcell loose off of turn number 2, but Dave not able to capitalize, not quite close enough that time. They work down the back straightaway. Looks like a little further back, the Robinson 3 made a little off-track excursion again, this time off of turn number 2. Got the back end loose, hits the infield grass, but regains control and heads back down the back straightaway. So didn't lose any spots, and he is back up to speed. Up front, though, continues to see Kyle Purcell lead over Dave Lafano, James Nelson, and Dave Hara as they enter the back straightaway. Top 4 pulled away from 5th, 6th, and 7th. These are the cars battling for the win here as we come back around through 3 and 4. It'll be 7 laps to go at the line. Purcell continues to open up the lead up to up to 0.6 seconds, 0.6 of a second this time now, over Dave Lurfano, as the difference is the tires at this point. Dave didn't pit there towards the end of the run, where everyone else except him and the 75 did. So obviously the tires paying off for the 0-1 here. Good choice was made there towards the end of this run. Down the back straightaway. This time we'll see five to go. 5 fingers in the air from the starter off of turn number 4. As Kyle Purcell continues to lead over Lurfano, Nelson, and Dave Hara. Lead up to 3/4 of a second, so slowly pulling away from the second place car is Purcell with 5 to go. A little further back in the pack, Barnett is holding on to 5th. Kerslake and Boone go to battle for 6th and 7th. Robinson in the Huck number 3 running in 8th, and then last car on track with a 9th place currently is the number 2. Everyone else is unfortunately retired from this one. Harris, Osborne, Snyder, and Rodriguez. Up front though, Kyle Purcell back across the line. 4 to go this time, as Dave was able to whittle the lead down about 5 1/100ths of a second that time. Looks like Kyle's the stronger car through 3 and 4. I think those fresh tires really help in that long sweeping corner. Let him get back to the gas a little sooner than Dave, but Dave is a little stronger down in 1 and 2, where the speed, you don't have to carry as much speed as both cars get on the brakes and get slowed right down. And it's more comparable in 1 and 2, which lets Dave keep up a little better than down in the sweeping turn 3 and 4. 3 to go that time as they work down the back straightaway. 3.5 laps to go, or 2.5 to go this time out of turn number 4. It'll be 2 at the line. 2 to go for Kyle Purcell in the 0-1. Top 4 continues to be Purcell, Lurfano, Nelson, and Dave Hara. Turn number 4 this time. White flag in the air for the number 0-1 as he works his way down across the start-finish line. 1 to go for Kyle Purcell. Down the back straightaway through turns 3 and 4 coming up. We'll see the win. Second win on the season to the number 0-1. If he can make it. A couple more corners to go. Don't want to put the cart before the horse, but dominating fashion today. Kyle Purcell off of turn number 4 picks up his second win on the 2024 season. Kyle Purcell is your winner at Gateway, and the Gateway to the West 150. Dave Lurfano finishes in 2nd. James Nelson holds on to 3rd. Dave Hara in 4th, and rounding out the top 5 tonight, Greg Barnett. So, the checker flag displayed. Kyle Purcell, like I mentioned, picked up the win. We'll see if we can get some interviews here with the top 3 drivers. We'll be right back in 1 second. Hey James, it's Nathan up in the booth. You got a copy?
Nathan, how you doing, buddy? Nice to talk to you.
I'm good. Nice talking to you. Obviously, talking to you means you finished on the podium, a strong 3rd place. Run for you tonight.
Man, it was a tough one. This is a hard track. I thought I threw it away earlier in the race, but managed to just hang on and get lucky.
A little bit of attrition. Obviously, some cars were having some trouble there, and you had a bit of trouble off of turn number 2. Seemed to be the slippery part, but finishing third, not taking tires there at the end, kind of got you some track position, and were able to hold on. So congrats on that. And anyone you want to thank tonight?
Yeah, I want to thank AutoServe, my sponsor. The AutoServe Mustang was fast tonight, and thank you guys for everything you do. Really appreciate it.
All right, no problem, James. Thanks a lot, and we'll hopefully talk to you again in a couple weeks.
Good. Enjoy the break.
That was runner-up James Nelson. We'll see if we can get a word with, third place James Nelson. We'll see if we can get a word with tonight's second place driver, Dave Lerfano here. Hey, Dave, it's Nathan in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, Nathan, I got you.
Big second place for the old Target number 8 machine. Obviously, the decision to not take tires there and those last few cautions put you in a good spot leading, but just not enough to hold off Kyle at the end.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be tough. Kyle pretty much dominated all race. I could keep kind of pace with him on the long run. I just had nothing on the short. So to at least keep him behind me for 5, 6, 7 laps there was a win in my book. P2's not bad.
All right. You kind of a guy who likes the more flat tracks. I know, pretty good at New Hampshire and Milwaukee. So this one being a little bit flatter kind of played into your wheelhouse a little bit. So congrats on the second place, and enjoy next week's off week, and we'll catch you on the road course in a couple weeks.
All right. Thank you, Nathan.
That was tonight's runner-up, Dave Lerfano, in second spot. And now we'll see if we can get a word with tonight's winner, Kyle Purcell. 1 second here. Hey, Kyle, it's Nathan in the booth. You got a copy? Congrats on the big win tonight here. Dominating performance for you. Obviously, a bit of tire strategy there at the end helped propel you back around those guys who didn't stay out. And I know you're a big fan of the kind of flatter tracks. Is that what played into your favor tonight?
I mean, this is probably my best oval track on iRacing, and it's definitely my favorite. I just love the heavy braking and then managing the throttle out of both corners, and always constantly on edge. I almost spun out multiple times, especially at the end, trying to get by Lerfano. And yeah, Lerfano was on my tail for most of the race, and then getting by him at the end, he raced me really clean, and I gotta give a hats off to that, because I know he was on slightly older tires, and we were battling back and forth. It took me a couple tries, but nice to get some good clean racing there at the end.
So big win for you, and then an off week next week, and then we head back to road racing, which I know you're a big fan of. Picked up the win earlier at COTA this year, so hoping to go 2 for 2 on the road courses, and we'll talk to you hopefully in Victory Lane after that one.
Hope so. Thank you.
That was tonight's winner, Kyle Purcell, winner here of the Gateway to the West 150 from Worldwide Technology Raceway. We'll quickly pull up the results for you guys to take a look at here. As I mentioned, tonight's winner, Kyle Purcell, driving that number 01 car. Dave Lerfano finishing up in second, and James Nelson holds on for third spot. Dave Hara and Greg Barnett, strong runs for each of them. Fourth and fifth should be a good boost points-wise for those guys. Michael Boone, Greg Robinson, 6th and 7th. Michael Kurgulek, obviously taking tires on a later pit stop than the rest of the guys. Wasn't able to kind of make it back up to where he was before the pit stop. Tyrone Yo comes home, last car on the track running in 9th position. And then we had a few cars drop out of the race. Cam Harris, Tommy Osborne, Chad Snyder, and Travis Rodriguez unable to finish this one here tonight for you guys. Like I mentioned there briefly in the interviews, next week, the 21st of May, no racing next week as we are taking our second off week of the season. But 2 weeks from tonight, we head to Sonoma, California for more road course racing, some lefts, some rights from Sonoma. And then after that, we head to Iowa. And then on the 11th of June, we are back to the flat 1 mile style racing as we head to New Hampshire. So thanks for joining us tonight here for race number 15 on the season of the AARL Cup Series. This is the SimWorld Racing Network. Thanks for joining us, and we will talk to you in a couple weeks. But in the meantime, make sure you turn in Friday night as the Quick Finishers Racing League is broadcast as usual here for their Friday night event. Let me just pull up their schedule. I think I would have had this ready to go. What's this week? 14th. So they are headed to Darlington for 176 laps around Darlington on Friday night. So join Dave Hara and Dave Lerfano for that one. 8 o'clock green flag on Friday night. And then we won't be back next Tuesday, but we'll talk to you in a couple weeks from wine country in California, Sonoma. Thanks again for joining us, and we will talk to you then.